Alright folks, so I am continuing with I'm continuing with the Cause of Doom campaign, but I am going to redo it from the beginning, just because last time the Cause of Doom campaign had a bit more of a challenging start than I'm normally used to, so made a couple of mistakes here and there. Not really the biggest fan of the direction it was going in, so I'm just going to redo it from the beginning. And I did mean to stream this last night, but I was trying to experiment with some beta files for version 2 of EUR, and even though I was able to get it to work, it took me a lot longer than I anticipated to get everything situated last night. So if you were trying to watch the stream last night, I do apologize for not being able to stay committed to my time frame. But I'm just back playing version 1.83, no beta files. Again, even though I got the beta files to work fine, I wasn't really the biggest fan of how everything was looking, since it was still very much in the development phase. So I think I'd rather wait until version 2 comes out officially to start streaming some of those new changes they made. But anyways, Cause of Doom, we're going to stick it with the very hard difficulty for battle and campaign. This will be a long campaign. And hopefully reinstalling the mod will address some of the issues I was having last stream, because last stream really dragged out for a long time because of some of the bugs we were having in the campaign. Okay, so I'm not going to read through all of this because I did that last time. Here we go. We know where we have to go. We gotta meet up with the council over in Dale, and we'll just end this turn and get going. Okay, restore Arnor. Now, this is when we have to choose the path that we're going to take. So we can either journey northwards, close to Gundabad's borders, actually going through Gundabad's borders, and then south along the Anduin Vales, which is a longer path but less dangerous, or we can go through Mirkwood, which promises we'll deal with a lot more conflict. So I think I'm going to go through the northern route instead. Okay, so we have to meet up at all of these destinations. It's a long march to Moria, that's for sure. Okay. And we'll just end that turn there. Keep you guys moving. All right. And here we are. Okay. So let's help out the dwarves here. Got some local miners in trouble. There we go. That's perfect. Dragon Slayers will keep behind. Alright, that should be perfect. Okay, dwarves, you should be in range pretty soon. Oh, I'm just noticing that some of the Zenith Guard have the same armor as the Dragon Slayers. Yeah, pretty much, right? Let me see. Yeah. Very similar. We're gonna wait until we've got everybody pretty much here in the center, and then I'll get my dwarves out of hiding and start going around their flanks. Alright, I'm gonna wait till these guys start charging uphill, then we'll surprise them with the dwarves. Alright, shield wall. I'm gonna see if I can try to hit that general. Yeah, let's have you all aim. Where are the mountain guard? There they are. Have you both aim at the mountain guard for now. Alright, they're still trying to get situated. Go ahead and start charging down on them now.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, where are archers shooting? Yeah, keep hitting that mountain guard. Bring down those numbers. Oh, whoopsies. Alright, these guys are on the run. Perfect. Now I can get my general down, where the rest of the fighting is. Actually, line back up. Might get my archers stopped shooting soon. Yeah, the mountain guard, their numbers have dwindled quite a bit, so I'm going to have the archers aim elsewhere. Archers, let's have you aim at some new targets over here. Okay.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Where's my general? Yeah, let's have you go after the mountain guard here. Get this guy killed off soon enough. Hope I'm not killing any of my dwarves over here.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward and bring
Alright, so the entire army's on the run now. We can get the archers stop firing. All we gotta do is just kill the general. Make sure he doesn't get away. Yeah, we gotta make sure he doesn't get away. Actually, archers, I think you're fine continuing to bring some of these guys down.
Look how our cowardly foe runs. It is time to
Yeah, you stop firing now. Change my mind. Can we get this general? I don't think we're gonna get him. Alright, very good. That's good enough. That's good enough.
This is a clear victory.
Lost 112 troops. I think that's better than the last time we fought these guys. Maybe. I'll have to take a look at that recording. Okay, total wipeout there. Nice. Alright, let's get you guys moving then. Time is of the essence. No delays. It's already bad enough we're going to waste a lot of time getting there. Man, we're losing money every turn due to the King's Purse.
Aye, my king. Move out. March. Aye, forward. That'll do him today.
I'll need to get some mercenary cavalry. Can't do without them. I might hold off, actually, because, if we get mercenary cavalry next turn, we'll easily be spending, yeah, upwards of 300 every turn for them, aren't we? Yeah, 300. Yeah, I don't think I can really budget for that since funds are dwindling.
Move out.
Alright, so let's go ahead and assist the Bjornings. Oh, we got 2,500 in gold. Nice. Okay, go ahead and save it like this. Go ahead and move in. And I'm not really going to do much of the fighting here. I'll leave most of this to Bjorn, because he's just so overpowered as it is. Okay, let's see. Get you guys lined up as usual. Alright, the last two will stay back here in reserve. There we go. Let's get you guys slightly repositioned. There's no need to really attack these guys now. Hopefully the Bjorni's coming in from behind. Yep. I'll just let the Bjorni's come in and deal with them. I really don't want to have to fight these guys by myself. Yeah, we're not going to get involved. Better not to lose any troops, you know? Or as very, very few as possible. Snag a stalkers. Okay. Looks like they're sending in the stalkers now. Let's see what these archers look like up close. Yeah, they're heading straight for us now. I was hoping Bjorn would just keep them busy over there, but nope. They changed their mind. Let's get you guys falling back. Alright, shield walls. Shield walls. Let's go ahead and get you guys around the flanks. I'm going to go ahead and kind of encourage them to come in a little bit more this way. That way we're kind of throwing their whole formation off balance. Yeah, see, now they feel like their left is a lot more secure. So they're not pushing this way. They're going to push towards the center as usual. Alright, let's hit him. Where is Bjorn? I need Bjorn to get in this mess.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Alright, archers. Find you some new targets. Some rather unusual variations in the Khazâd volunteers. I mean, these are both the exact same unit, but they have a totally different look to them. But we're doing very well so far. Alright, come on, Bjornings. Oh, dang. Can he really throw those spears that far? No, he can't. Yeah, I was about to say. He's got to get closer.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and hit these Snaga stalkers from behind. Oh, dang. Yeah, they can really throw those great... Wow, that's incredible. That range is really long. Alright, some of the troops are already panicking. Oop. Did a little too much there. That was pretty funny. Actually, you may have lost some dwarves. Oof. Lost quite a few dwarves there. Those spears are not to be messed with. Very powerful. Now they're engaged in close combat.
Our men have captured the enemy general. Guard him well, so we can watch us defeat the rest of his army.
Very nice. Okay. Did very good, boys.
Army flees the field. This is a clear victory.
Only lost 66 troops this time. Alright, joyous days. Bayon's Hall will stand for a little longer. Go ahead and get you guys moving across the river. Gotta hold off on hiring those mercenaries. Might just opt for some sellswords or bandits instead. Siege broken. So now we got some Bjorning volunteers, but that's gonna add to our expenses, unfortunately.
Marching now. Making camp here.
Now, I don't remember what happens in Fenholm. Maybe there's another battle that happens here, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, that's right. Element of surprise.
We march to glory.
Gotta keep these guys moving. Alright, I might save it for now. In case I want to go back and get those mercenaries. Oh, well, I still have them. I still have access to them. That's not bad.
Aye, sire. The time's come, lads.
Alright, got some goblins to deal with here. Not a big deal. We still have our best troops at full strength. We'll let the Bjorning Axemen kind of take the brunt of the attack. I don't care if we lose the whole unit. Less mercenaries we have to pay.
We're here, laddie. We're ready here.
Oh, wow. Is that heavy cavalry? Do they have heavy cavalry here? Oh, they do. Oh, dang. Okay. Azog's Defilers. Interesting. So it's just purely a cavalry force. Ooh. Already feeling the impact of that charge. Yeah, we better get our spearmen over here. They might sense a gap and hit our archers.
The battle is very much in our favor.
Dang, they
If we
lost a
remain
lot of
true and
troops.
steadfast, victory will be ours. Only half the enemy force remains. The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit of his army. Look how our cowardly foe runs. It is time to press the attack.
Alright, that's enough there.
This is a clear victory.
Yeah, we lost a lot of troops in that battle. Getting ambushed by cavalry. That was definitely the heaviest loss. I think that's probably the heaviest loss of both attempts at this campaign so far. Oh, come on. He got away. Alright, well, we can't waste time chasing him. I don't think we can. Yeah, I gotta make a fateful decision here. I could hire some Aothioid horsemen to go after him. Here, I'm gonna save it. See if it's really worth doing this. Because I really don't want this general getting away. Because I don't want to have to fight him another day.
Orders. My king. Your will, my lord. Leaving the army. By your will, sire, we shall engage.
Yeah, hit Angzog's Defilers. Let's hit these guys. Alright, whatever happens, we can't let this general get away.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. The enemy general lies dead.
Nice.
Let the crows have his
Good work, boys.
bones,
Good work.
And let our swords have his men. The enemy army flees the field. Be in awe of the victory we have won here today.
Alright, lost some horsemen, but not a big deal. But at least we don't have to deal with that pesky general. So he's done for.
My king, aye, my liege.
Go ahead and get your movement down this way.
Aye, lord.
Same with you guys. And we'll just end this turn. Oh, I should have got rid of the mercenaries. Dang it. That's okay. Wood Elves Flourish.
Aye, son.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna stick.
Alright, so we got some trouble over here. Huge goblin army over here. We'll have to deal with these guys first. I think I might try to opt for the high ground instead.
Honor, lord. Marching now. Leading the men with honor, sire. Glory!
Okay, so we've got all the high ground. Just need to figure out where we're going to position our troops exactly. I think we should try to take this portion right here as quickly as possible. That might make sense. Got a lot of trolls to deal with. The trolls are going to be a big problem. Alright, we'll have to make use of our Dragon Slayers here. The Dragon Slayers are pretty good against monsters, I believe. Yeah, they got 2 units of trolls. Oh, they got goblin crossbows? Oof. Yeah, the rest are not anything to really worry about. Just goblin infantry and some archers. Spears. Casey Hashiko. Hi, bro. How are you? I'm doing good. Thanks for watching. Good to have you on the stream. This is my second attempt at the Khazâd campaign. Very much a redo. I didn't have as much luck the first time, unfortunately, so just starting all over again. See if I can make things a little bit, make some wiser decisions this time around. Yeah, we gotta take out these crossbows over here. It's a hard faction, no? Not too bad, I would say. I would say the start of the campaign is more challenging just because you are leading Balin's volunteers back to Moria, so you don't really have any territory for like almost 20 turns until you can finally take East Khazâd. But the start of the campaign, definitely a more unique challenge versus other factions I played. Might just go in and hit these crossbows now. I don't want my... Yeah, I don't want these guys taking the hit from their crossbows too much. We can't lose too many dwarves in this battle, because I don't know what else to expect from the goblins. Oh crap, they would have killed a lot of dwarves over here. Alright, come on, guys. Come on, get out of there. Alright, I better get my cavalry out of there. They're with the fastest unit I have, so I can't afford to have this unit completely destroyed right away. Because I need to hunt down a lot of these goblins once we get them on the run. We are inflicting a lot of casualties, that's the good news. These crossbows are going to be a problem for us. And we're about to run out of ammo. Alright, let's see if they'll start pushing forward now. Yep, get out of there. That was a good charge. Very good charge.
If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Pretty much destroyed this unit, that's good. Yep. Yeah, they're charging forward now. Better get Balin's company moving to the right really quick. Alright, we're going to start moving in on the right. Yeah, the dwarves are going to be the biggest problem. Well, the trolls are going to be the biggest problem, unfortunately.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like
Alright, we
this,
got these
we will
Snagos on the
smash
run,
the
that's
enemy.
good. So what we need to do is just capitalize on a lot of these goblins running away. We need to get our cavalry moving around the flanks and try to hit the ones that are retreating. We're going to lose a shit ton over here. Hopefully I don't get ball and killed over here. Yeah, let's cut these guys off, make sure they don't regroup. Still got a lot of trolls left, unfortunately. Or I'm going to try to aim for their center over here. Yep, get the cavalry out of there. Yeah, unfortunately we were too late. Those skirmishers regrouped. Still 7 trolls over there. Still 11 over there. Or I'm going to have you guys start charging over here. I'm going to try my attempt at hitting these crossbows again. Get them out of the way. Only 6 left over here. 9 over there. Not bad. Yeah, the Bjornings are getting overwhelmed over there. Better start sending my archers to fill the gap. I don't know where their general is. Oh, we got a lot of these guys running. That's good. Let's go ahead and cut these guys off. Yeah, if the cavalry can cut these guys off, then that's a good part of their army depleted right there. Won't be long for the rest of these goblins start running. 9 still. What is it, 5 over here? Yeah, 5 left. Come on, cavalry. Don't let them regroup. Hit them. Yeah, they're just too tired, unfortunately. Alright, let's go ahead and start wrapping this up over here. Oh, they're about to flank us over here. Dang it. Alright, yep, these guys are on the run. Perfect. Yeah, we're gonna suffer 20% casualties from this battle.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
My cavalry's not being super reliable at the moment. They can't even go after these guys. I don't know why.
The general flees like the
Come on now, hit these guys. Come on.
and break the spirit of his army.
Should have taken out that whole unit by now. I don't know where the general is here. Pretty sure these guys had a proper general. Alright, good work. Alright, all the trolls are dead.
Flees the field. After them. Cut the cowards down.
Alright, I'm gonna do my best to try to kill off as many of these goblins as possible. I don't want these guys regrouping and retreating back into Khazad-dûm. That would be bad for us. It seems likely they are, because I don't have any fast enough units. My horsemen are so tired they can barely catch up to these guys as it is. Yeah, they're exhausted. I mean, look at how many goblins are getting away. Of course, useless cavalry. Apparently we're really close to their commander. Are we chasing him now? Oh no, we're not. He's on this side. Fuck. Come over here. Come over here. Aw, he's gonna get away. Son of a gun.
This is a clear victory.
We lost 368 troops in this battle, and we have yet to besiege East Khazad-dûm. And we can't waste our time with sieges, so once we have the siege equipment, we have to go straight in and take it, regardless of what the numbers look like. Or at least that was a wipeout. Got him out of the way. We still had to fight another goblin army.
Aye, my liege. By your will, sire, we shall engage. Have a taste of my blade.
I wish I could just auto-resolve this one. Do I really have to fight this one manually? Feels so silly. Alright, this one should be a lot faster. Won't be as problematic as the last one. Alright, what do these suckers have up here? It's not too bad. But they're definitely going to take the high ground in this. So I gotta get my whole army around there, which is really gonna suck. Having to march uphill is not gonna be good for us. No matter how I look at this, I'm still gonna have to fight uphill, which won't be pretty. I'll go ahead and see if I can take out some of this light cavalry. Oh. Oh, I think we're already in trouble. They're already heading straight towards us. Yikes. Alright, at least we can hit these goblins from behind with our cavalry. Alright, Axemen, need you to take that summit. Everyone needs to start moving forward now. Alright, come on boys, we gotta take this summit.
The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
Alright,
The
we need to go
battle
after
is
these
very much
goblins.
in our favor. If we remain true
Don't
and
let them get away.
steadfast, victory will
I'll do my best to try to encircle the rest of these goblins as quickly as possible. Alright, this whole army is just on the verge of total collapse.
Look how our cowardly foe runs. It is time to press the attack. This is a clear victory.
Okay, as I feared, some of those goblins got away. I'll go ahead and save it like this. Move forward. Alright, Khazad is an immense city and therefore will take time to rid the halls of the orc stench. We start with our assault at the eastern gate. We must assault the gate immediately, catching the goblins off guard. We know not whether Durin's Bane will be awaiting us inside, but we shall not let any creature get in our way. Baruk Khazâd, Khazâd, ai-mênu.
Aye, my liege. Leading the men with honor, sire. We shall hold them to siege, sire. Aye, sire.
Okay, so we're gonna have to go in and take out these guys quickly. I'll let one turn pass, because I want to take Eastern Khazad right away. I don't want to waste any time here. Gotta take it as quickly as possible. Alright, Khazad. 17. Not too bad. Only took us 17 turns to finally besiege the place. And I don't think this garrison will be too bad to deal with. Goblin bodyguards, yeah, we can deal with these guys. Mountain Uruks, they'll be a little tougher to deal with, but not impossible. Alright, I think it's best that we just take this out ourselves. I don't want to trust this to an auto-resolve, because we've already lost a lot of dwarves as it is. We need to keep casualties down to an absolute minimum to take Eastern Khazad. Alright, the Bjornings. You'll ram down the gate. Dwarven infantry. Gotta have you guys like so. And Balin will lead the charge. I'll try to keep my archers up front. We don't really need that siege tower, so let's get you guys over here. There we go. Why did we need siege equipment to attack this place if there's no gate to clearly take down? That's just weird. Alright. Alright, I'm going to start off with Balin's company. Got to get you guys moving forward. This will take us a while to punch through, that's for sure. Oh, and they have even more troops back here.
Ready to fight. We're tired of waiting.
Oh, I think we lost a guy over there. Oh, no, we didn't. Yeah, we're inflicting a decent amount of casualties with our archers. Still got plenty of arrows left, so it's a little promising so far. Haven't lost a single soul yet. Hey, okay, I think I better start getting the spearmen up here. I don't like having to send my spearmen up like this, but gotta try something. Actually, we need to hit these halberds. They're very dangerous. We gotta hit these halberds. Or I'm gonna get you guys to fall back.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, let's hope and pray for the best here. I'm nervous that we might get Balin killed. That would be awful. Our spearmen are breaking in now. They're kind of getting a very strong foothold over here. Might be able to push a wedge into this weaker infantry towards the mountain Uruks. I'm just going to have you guys aim for the halberds entirely, because these guys I'm the most worried about. Yeah, it's going well so far. It's not too bad. We're definitely staying ahead of the kill count. I just wish the archers could cause more damage against these halberds. But they're not exactly the best archers. Still gotta deal with these bodyguards back here too. That won't be fun. Alright, we're slowly but surely cutting our way through. The mountain Uruks are going to be a big challenge. Especially in these conditions, being so confined. Our archers are hardly doing anything against these halberds, unfortunately. I feel like they're just wasting ammo on them. Wait, where am I Bjorning X-Men? Oh, you guys were down there the whole time? No, I need you guys over here. Need you to continue the fight. I think I better get you guys to start moving around over here. Now, we've already taken out 44% of their army. That's not bad. But those goblin archers are going to cause a lot of casualties now, so trying to counter back. I'm trying to fire back, but I don't think my Dwarven archers can do much. Yeah, they're at a severe disadvantage now. Goblins have a perfect firing position. I gotta get my troops in here before they take out Balin. I think I better pull Balin back. Yeah, I better get Balin out of there. He's not looking too good. Yeah, just get out of there. Get out of there, Balin.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Yeah, we're not taking out really any of these goblin archers here. Alright, at least I got... Wait, is Balin still stuck in there? I hope he isn't. No, he's fine. I think he's fine now, but that was a bit dangerous for him. That was getting a bit too dangerous. He would have got himself killed. Yeah, I'm still trying to punch through here. It's not easy. Alright, I think they're out of arrows now. That's good. Alright, we're gonna need reinforcements. I need to call you guys in. I'm gonna try to speed this up even more if I can. Having a bit of a hard time punching through, especially because of this halberd over here. There's no way for me to get around them. At least the spearmen are doing okay. Come on, guys, get up there. I need way more infantry up here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the Black Pit Halberd is really just killing us over here. I can't seem to punch through it all. And the Mountain Uruks are still very well intact. We're up to 20% casualties now, so we don't really have the overwhelming kill count ratio. Gotta get Balin back again. He can end up getting killed. We could be looking at some horrendous casualties here, because I can't seem to break through. If I could just get Balin to go around here, but I can't because of this placement. The pathing is awful in this. Oh my god, I just lost an entire unit. I better get the Dragon Slayers up here.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Where the heck are my Dragon Slayers? Yeah, they're way down there. Oh boy, we're getting completely trashed over here. Dragon Slayer is going to be completely tired. They're going to be tired out by the time they get up there. This is awful. We're going to be looking at 30% losses after this battle is done. I can't seem to break through these guys. I'm going to get Ballin out of there. Got to keep going back and forth with him. I run too much of a risk of getting him killed. 31%. Come on, guys. Boy, this has been sluggish. And we still have to deal with this bodyguard back here, too.
Ah, my lord. Curses! Our men no longer command the city.
Jesus, 40%. How are these guys still fighting on so well? Cost me like almost all of my spearmen, half of my infantry.
In our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
So annoying I have to kill off all of these guys. I can't just win a timer victory. %38 casualties. I was really hoping we could avoid heavy casualties like this, but nope. We can't lure the enemy out. This is what it turns into, unfortunately.
Be in awe of the victory we have won here today.
Oh my gosh, 850 troops? Jesus, what a hit this is going to be. Lost 850 dwarves in this battle.
A proud victory. A most noble conquest.
Even after taking it, King's Purse, and now we have to pay for the upkeep of the troops. We're still in the red. Yeah, that's going to hurt us a lot.
Aye, my liege.
And I don't think we can really stop there. Oh, actually, whoopsies. Actually, I forgot. I was supposed to start some construction. Now that we've taken the place, we can repair some stuff, maybe, or at least get the mines going. The mines will help us out with the income situation. Yeah, we can increase taxes to very high. If we get a guard barracks, holy cow, we can get a guard barracks now? Jeez. Just gotta wait for culture to get up there. But yeah, that's the great thing about playing as Khazad-dûm, because once you do capture East Khazad-dûm, you do get access to building up guard barracks, and once we get this, we already get like top-of-the-line troops. I mean, these are pretty much late-game units that we could have access to in as little as 10 turns, maybe less than that. I can't really do that just yet, because I need to focus on... Let me see here. I think mines would be the best option for us. What income are we getting from mining at the moment? That's my question. Trade, taxes... Alright, so build the mines, it'll take 6 turns to get that done. Go ahead and save this as Khazâd 17. We already have Khazâd 17, don't we? Yeah. We'll just do Khazâd 17 backup, okay? Who knows, I might be tempted to refight that battle if I can. That was pretty horrendous. We lost a lot of good troops. Trying to hold our position is going to be very difficult because the goblins just have so many troops. Our only hope is that the goblins will be distracted fighting the Dunedain. Maybe if we're lucky, they'll go to war with the Dunlendings. Alright, we're not going to build that yet. That's too expensive. Alright, that'll help keep us out of the red a little bit longer. Okay, so now we've got some Khazâd reclaimers. Our sentries, our spearmen here have been fully restored. Got a lot more spearmen now, that's good. But I think we need to start taking Khazad-dûm west now. That needs to be our priority. Alright, let's go ahead and start getting some of these guys in. Actually, you know what? I should have got those guys recruited last time. I could have just done that now, right? Or did I have to wait a turn? Because timing is everything with Khazad-dûm. I'm trying my best to make sure that we don't make the... I think the biggest mistake we made the first time around is that we spent way too much time besieging West Khazad-dûm when we should have focused our efforts on taking it right away. Yes, so we could get these guys now. Okay, there we go. Our Ice Guard's leader is dead. Yep. No. Okay. So this spy, I'm going to keep you over here. And then this diplomat, you're going to head towards Lothlorien. Bridge between the first hall and second hall of Khazad-dûm, which spans an abyss of unmeasured depth. On the west side of the bridge is a second hall. On the east side is a doorway and a broad staircase which leads up to a wide passage to the first hall, beyond which was the east gate. The bridge is a 50-foot long stone curve with no railings, so narrow that people have to walk single file across it as a preventative measure against invaders. Interesting. Alright, I'm going to have Owen lead the charge in taking West Khazad-dûm, because we need to expand our economy as quickly as possible, so I'm sending in all the very best.
Aye, Lord. My king. My king. Your will, my lord. Aye. Closing on the enemy.
Now this will not be easy, but we need to get this done.
Is it time to assault?
Mountain Uruks, yeah, that's going to be tough to deal with. Oh, you at least get some merchant cavalry. Alright, I think I'm going to make this the last battle if I decide to do this. It's already getting kind of late in the day. I do have some errands I need to run today, that's for sure.
Aye, my king.
Alright, experiment with this.
Marching to battle.
Let's see what we're up against. Yeah, holy shit. We're gonna have a lot of goblins, a lot of orcs to deal with. This won't be easy. At least they don't have a whole... Well, they do have these Snaga skirmishers, but they're not too bad. No archers at all. At least we don't have to deal with that annoying Black Pit Halberds or any of those mountain Uruks. Except for the bodyguard. He's got over 100. He's got 182 of them. But still, I don't think it's too bad. I think we need to at least give this a try, because we can't afford to besiege this place for too long. We need to take this place right now while we still have funds in the treasury. Holy cow, this is going to be an annoying fortress to take. Where are they exactly? Alright, Owen, you're going to lead the charge. We got the Zenith Guard over here.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
That's weird. I haven't done anything yet. Battle hasn't even started. Nope, can't really position anybody there. Alright, got our Dwarven archers here. That's good. Let's get you front and center. Bjornings, I'm going to put you front up here too. That's about it. And then Dragon Slayers, you're going to be last. You're my most important unit, so I don't want you getting obliterated right away. Oh wow, this will be way easier to fight. Hopefully they won't all go retreating, although they probably are. Alright, I think there's a way for us to make this work. So, cavalry, I'm going to have you move over here. Okay, now the dwarves are totally confused. Let's get your movement up front. Alright, I'm going to get my militia cavalry, or merchant cavalry, I'm going to get my merchant cavalry swinging around here. Actually, why don't you hold off? Hold off for now. Alright, they both have the special ability, that's great. I want to see where their general is. I think he's way back. Actually, wait, is that him? No. He's way back here, isn't he? Somewhere back here. Oh my gosh. Jesus, they just have goblins to spare, don't they? He's way back over there, so yeah, we ain't hitting him anytime soon. Nope, we're not. Alright, it's gonna be quite a few levels we'll have to deal with, that's for sure. Alright, come on. Throw those hammers. I need some range attacks here. Desperately. There we go. Alright, excellent. Give it to them, boys. Okay, I need you guys to actually fire those missiles. Let's do this. Come on. Fire. Throw those hammers. Keep shooting. Alright, need you guys to start coming in. We need to start relieving our spearmen a little bit. Alright, archers. Don't let them get away. Actually, I'm gonna have you hold your fire. I'm gonna have you save your ammo. We still have a lot more of these goblins to deal with. We'll just have the cavalry catch up and cut them off. Thank God for the merchant cavalry. These guys are doing a much better job than the Aothioid horsemen. Alright, let's cut these guys off. Alright, don't let them regroup. Let's go ahead and hit these guys from behind. We'll get them to panic. And where is Owen? Actually, you can hold your fire too. Alright, Dragon Slayers, need you to cut off these goblins over here and orcs. Need you guys to swing around. Gotta have Owen swing around over here too. Did we get rid of these Uruk overseers yet? No. Why don't they just run away? Uh-oh, whoopsies. Whoopsies, get out of there, get out of there. Come on, die already, or run away. Alright, last of your arrows hit these orc defenders. Alright, don't let these guys regroup. Need you guys to swing around. You're gonna swing around over here. We'll flank these guys, because now the Dragon Slayers are kind of in trouble. Yeah, my Dragon Slayers are struggling now. I don't know why I can't get these guys to just run away. I mean, they're completely outnumbered. Come on, guys. 20% casualties. And we've barely knocked out half of their army. I know they still got a shit ton over here. Yep. That's gonna be fun to deal with. Alright, you gotta guard the flanks over here. Yeah, that's gotta be like 400, almost 500 orc defenders right there. Oh my gosh. 30% casualties already? Jesus. I really thought this battle was going to be a lot easier for us. I mean, we don't have to fight through any narrow passageways, but we have a more open environment to work with. But boy, we are struggling to break through here. 30% casualties is really bad at this point. It means that we could be looking at 40% losses by the end of this battle. Because these orc defenders are making it way, way harder to break through. Alright, Owen, you're going to have to fight these orc defenders over here, that's for sure. Finally, we got these guys to retreat. We still have to deal with all these orc defenders. These overseers. And then it's just goblins from here on out. But these mountain Uruks are going to be a huge task. My troops are going to be totally exhausted. I'll have to give them a break after this. Yeah, the Dragon Slayers took a huge hit, unfortunately. We lost quite a few of them. 31% casualties is a bit of a hit. Alright, Owen did great over here. He didn't lose anybody. That's amazing. Alright, got these goblins to run. Sick and tired of these overseers. They're driving me nuts. Cavalry, pursue those goblins. Don't let them regroup. Yeah, take out these guys. Let's be done with that. Don't let them retreat anymore. Alright. Let the exhausted ones rest for a bit. They'll need a lot more stamina for the next venture. One more hurdle to deal with. Alright, these guys are good. Get you moving forward.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
That was a good charge. There we go. That was good. That was good, boys. Alright, let's have you fall back. We're gonna do that charge again. Just keep going at it until they either retreat or they're completely wiped out. Oh, the general's coming out to fight now. That's good. Get to lure him out. To get you guys mobilized. You guys look like you're good to go, so you're gonna start charging at these orc defenders now. Actually, I better get you guys out of there. You're not gonna stand a chance against those mountain Urduks. Not at all. I gotta get these guys up here right away. Yeah, unfortunately, I think this guy might be in serious trouble. I'm gonna try to get him out of there. Come on. Come on, just get out of there. Don't die on me. I need you. Owen's okay. He can deal with this mess. I need you guys to go around them entirely. Alright, perfect. Got him to safety. Gonna have you take a bit of a break. Still got these Dragon Slayers back there, but they deserve to retire from this battle. It's too much. Alright, are there any other orcs left? Oh man, we still gotta deal with this crap load of goblins. Wonder if we can just take a certain... Let me see. Oh, we just have to take this spot. That's all we have to do. So hopefully they won't send the rest of those goblins up, if we're lucky.
Lies dead, slain by our fearless warriors. Attack while his men mourn their loss.
Perfect, we killed their general. Excellent. Pursue them, boys. Don't let those Uruks regroup. Ah, shit, too late, they did. Should have had the cavalry there already.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Come on now. Let's get rid of you. Let's be done here. This has been a long battle, hasn't it?
Our men have taken control of the city.
Yep, we don't need to worry about those goblins. As long as they don't come up to interrupt us, we should be fine. I'll try to block them off right here once I deal with these stupid Uruks.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright. We're gonna hold that gap right there. We're not gonna fight the rest of those goblins. Not gonna lose any more troops. They still have like 2, 5, 6, 7. They still have 800 goblins over here, it looks like. That's crazy. Yeah, this is 200. That makes 500. And that makes 800. They still have 800 goblins left. How disgusting. Well, we're not gonna fight them. I've lost enough dwarves. I spent enough blood in this accursed cavern. Alright.
Be in awe of the victory we have won here today.
35% losses. Killed 81%, but that's just them being completely wiped out. Alright, so we have taken Khazâd West. We can get some money out of this now. Yeah, we lost a lot of good troops in that battle. I can only hope that we can replenish our numbers quickly. For the time being, I think we should focus on building... Let me see here. miners union would be good. Yeah, that takes 3 turns. Culture's at 10%. I think we'll do a grain exchange for now. Actually, you know what? We'll do the mines. It's going to cost us a lot of money right now, but I know we need the income. So, oh, actually, no, we don't need to do that. Let me just save it here. This is Khazâd 19. There we go. All right, then.
My lord.
And we got another diplomat here, so you start heading over to this side.
Of course, sire.
And have you talk to the elves real quick? Actually, let's save that for next turn, because there's really no need to get money right now. Alright, let's see how this goes for us. This will be the last turn for me, and then I gotta hang it up until later tonight or possibly tomorrow. Alright, yep, good news there. We're still in the red, jeez. Okay, Wars and Wizards. Yes, that's right. We need to send a diplomat over to Bree so we can speak to Gandalf, known as Tharkun. So I'm going to send you over right away, get you going.
I'll continue tomorrow, sire.
My major concern right now is, can we try to get some, can we actually get some troops in here?
Marching now. Honor, my lord.
Alright, so we're not losing as much much money per turn now. That's good. Nope, can't get any more mercenaries here.
Something to investigate. They shall not see me, sire. My lord.
'Tis good to see you, my friend. How can we help? This proposal is of little.
Darn it, really? You start trading with other factions. Okay. I already know what that's all about.
Always happy to deal with you.
Come on, elves. Map information.
You hold us at ransom.
There we go,
and
perfect.
you
Got that out of the way.
well, then.
Alright, head up over towards the Anduin Vale, see how they're doing. I think we better get rid of some of these units here. Like, these guys won't be of any use to us anymore. Maybe I can get you retrained here? No. Yeah, I might as well just get rid of you. And I'm gonna put you guys over here. I think I might get rid of the merchant cavalry too. They're not gonna do much good for me. Actually, no, I'll keep you just in case. You guys I'll get rid of. Okay, so that puts us in the green now. Look at the goblins hold on to this territory. That's not good news.
At your service.
So now I need to keep an eye in the south, see if there's any goblin troop movements going on.
My lord.
Alright, let's just keep heading towards Bree.
Of course, sire.
I don't want
Journey is over, sire.
to have any other delays. These mines will be ready in 2 more turns. Alright, the Dunlendings, I'm hoping the Dunlendings will leave us alone. At least long enough for us to get our economy going and to get guard barracks. That would be nice.
It's good to see you. Good day to you.
Alright, get some money from the Dunlendings. Uh-oh, Goblin Spy trying to infiltrate us. I'm hoping the elves can deal with the goblins over there. Okay, and how are we still in the red then? Taxes, trade, farming, King's Purse is 700. Yeah, there's still corruption, isn't there? Alright, what's that skull? Public order, fear. I see. Okay. One more turn, we get the mines working.
Within your command. Aye, sir.
Alright, we can talk to the Dunedain, set some trade relations with them. Start off small, 600.
This proposal.
Come on, really? Even 600?
Aye, aye. Marching now.
Alright, this will give us a lot more intel as to the goblins' movements.
I'm gonna stick you. I king.
And these Dragon Slayers are not going to do us a whole lot of good, I feel like. May just have to get rid of them now, save on some money. Yeah, because that unit just got wiped out in that last battle. I was hoping we'd keep them intact to defend Khazad-dûm. That's not likely anymore. The goblins look like they might be trying to retake West Khazad-dûm. Speak with the remnants of Agmar. Alright, so now we got some money coming in. That's good. But how's culture looking? Still 24%. We gotta get it... We gotta get growing a lot faster with the culture. Because right now... We had the barracks, which gets us the volunteers and the sentries. They're not bad. They're not bad, but... Culture needs to be at 25% before they can become available. And there's probably going to be some time then before we can actually get access to them. Martin Eggman. Afternoon, Eric. How are you doing? I am doing good. I'm starting off a brand new campaign as Khazad-dûm, as you can see. I finished the Rohan campaign about a week back, so trying my hand at the dwarves again. It's been a while. Oh, let's see. And how have you been, Martin? Everything good with you? Healer's post. I think I really need to focus on getting some culture up here. Mining network would be good too. That's a little expensive right now. I might do a brewery. Takes 3 turns, but increases culture conversion by 1%. I'm good, mate. Enjoying the weekend. That's good to hear, Martin. I got a lot going on this Saturday, so I won't be on for too much longer, unfortunately. Plus, this campaign as Khazad-dûm definitely has a unique challenge in the early games, so quite a few unique challenges, I would say. Yeah, it'd be great to have a ballista maker, but I don't think we need that right away. Archery range would get us... Ooh, we get a lot of good range units. We get the Legion crossbows, Hethaglier beast hunters, Dwarven travelers. I think it would be good to get an archery range going. It's just that culture's just, again, not there. Another idea I have is if I get a smokehouse going, I can get another spy recruited. Yeah, if I build the smokehouse, I can train another spy. The mines will take 2 more turns to finish, but I'm already concerned about the goblins being here. That's a big army. I think what I'll have to do is switch some of my units out.
Aye. Aye, sire. Onward.
Yeah, let's do a little bit of a trade here.
Aye. Forward.
I really wish we can get some mercenaries, but definitely can't do that right now. Can't send any troops out to find any. Let's see. I don't think there's any point in getting the guard barracks right now. just because culture is so far behind. I think I'm going to go for a brewery. Yeah, because we got to get the culture growing here. I am worried about the goblins being right there. I'm hoping they're not going to stick around. If they do, it's going to impact our trade income. Oh, I was supposed to speak with the Anduin. Darn it. You know what? Go back there really quick. Timing is everything. I'm going to go back really quick. Also, I watched your Rome 2 vid. Reckon you'll return to that, lol? I will, actually. I've been doing some more research on Egypt, trying to watch some more videos on how other players have played Cleopatra. So, I am going back to that. At the very least, I would like to go back to that tomorrow. I don't think it's a particularly challenging campaign. It's just I have to get used to a lot of the mechanics. The gameplay just feels very different from other Total War games, so just got to get used to it, that's all. I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy it a lot.
Greetings, most noble ally.
You need to speak with the Anduin Valesman. Yeah, just keep heading up that way. What about over here? Yeah, need you to keep heading to Brie. Yep, we've reached Brie. Hooray. Alright, you'll stick around here. Oh, elves are here. The high elves. There we go. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Perfect. And I know the elves will pay a lot of money for this. Yes? Oh, man. Alright, fine. I'll wait till next turn. Just stick around for 1 more turn, okay? 1 more turn, elf. I'll sell you those trade rights one way or another. Alright, not gonna do that. Too expensive right now. Yep, I know about that. Come on, elves. I like you, you like me. Let's make this work.
This proposal is of little. Another proposition for us then?
Why are you being so weird right now?
This isn't going to
Gosh, it is hard to sell trade rights playing as the dwarves. I have no idea why. With every other faction, it's easy to sell trade rights and map info for like upwards of 900 or 1,000, but this time around it's particularly challenging. Alright, the goblins are taking a lot of territory. My allies are not doing a good job of holding them back. So I'm a little annoyed by that.
I must say we are not.
Gosh, nobody wants to sell. Nobody wants to buy my map info.
I'm gonna stick you.
Alright, 1 more turn and these mines are done. At least economically things are starting to look up. I can start retraining these guys in the near future. Well, not the near future. 13 turns. You gotta be kidding me.
Have a taste of my blade.
The goblins are assembling forces out here outside the gate. That's not good. At least we got some money coming in now. Some real money. So what am I going to do here? Okay, so are we going to go for the smoking house next? Maybe. 17% culture, not bad. I think we're just going to have to take our... basically whatever troops we can spare to fight these goblins. Culture here is at 27%, not terrible. Alright, before I commit to this... Khazâd 25. Okay. Mordor and Rohan, they're already at war. Okay, so we need to get our forces outside the gate. We gotta fight these guys. I'm basically have to send all of my troops out to help out. That would be the best thing to do. Alright, so the goblins outnumber us, obviously. But at least they don't have anything too intimidating. No warg riders. They do have a lot of archers. That'll be a problem. Yeah, they got their... This must be like their tier 2 unit. Okay, so let's just take out these goblins now. I don't want them devastating our roads, impacting our trade income. Yeah, they're going to have the high ground, aren't they? Gotta try to find a way to get around them. At least we still have a lot of these good sentries here. They're pretty decent in the early game. But obviously not something I should rely on too heavily going into the late or even the mid-game period. I'm hoping that Khazâd will have enough time to develop where we can get at least the our tier 2 units. Because that'll help us out tremendously.
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
Alright, let's move you guys around over here. I think this will have to be the last battle I fight. Where do these Warg Riders come from? I did not see these Warg Riders in the roster whatsoever. How come they're just popping out of here? Did I really miss these guys? That doesn't make any sense. I think I'm just going to keep my merchant cavalry out of the battle for as long as possible. I'm only going to use them to chase down the orcs, that's it, because I don't want these guys getting away to regroup. Okay, I could kind of sneak around over here, maybe. Those archers will be in range for sure. Alright, I didn't want to do this, but I may have to hit these archers with my cavalry, as limited as they are. Alright, let's have you fall back now.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, I need you guys to get up there now. Yeah, I really wish we had Balin here. I should have sent Balin over here. He's probably the most powerful unit I have right now.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, and these Warg Riders, kind of pissed at. Let's take them out quickly. Ah, crap. Shoot, I didn't pay attention to my riders. Now I lost them. Alright, we're a little spread out right now. Let's see if we can flank these guys over here. This poor guy's taking on like 3/4 of the army right now. Alright, we'll use these riders later. They're a little winded right now. Okay, the archers are out of arrows. I'm gonna start moving in over here now. Yeah, these guys need help. Alright, we're not doing too bad so far. 34% wiped out. Oh, darn, they're still chasing these guys? Alright, just stop chasing. Alright, if we can kill off their captain here, the rest of the army will be on the run. Yeah, because I really don't want to suffer like 20% casualties from this battle. Because I know the goblins are going to keep coming back. Alright, you need to start crashing down, hitting these goblins. This guy needs help. How are we not punching through these guys? Alright, come on. Let's do it again. Just gotta kill this captain over here. Alright, wait till they're out of arrows, then they'll be forced to fight. Alright, you're gonna have to help out the general over here. He's gonna get himself killed if he doesn't get any help soon.
The enemy badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Come on. Let's kill this guy already. You know, I'm just gonna send my cavalry after him. Only 2 left. They should be able to get the job done, hopefully.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Alright, now they have to fight.
The enemy general lies dead. Let the crows have his miserable bones, and let our swords
Alright.
his men.
I need you guys. Yo, what's up? Hey, Frank. Good to have you in the stream. Thanks for joining the chat. Any Fortnite or Smite tonight? Alright, come on, guys. Let's break through here. Yeah, this is why I desperately need cavalry. I should have just held these guys back. Now they're just too few in number to really chase these guys down. Still a lot of fighting going on everywhere else, though. We don't have the whole army on the run. Alright, spread out. You're all going to have to spread out, because I need you to take out these goblins here. Alright, I'm going to get you out of there. Okay. Let's hopefully we don't get this guy killed, because I really need him.
It is time to press the attack.
Yeah, 7 cavalry is not going to be enough to kill off these goblins. There's just so many getting away. It's such a disappointment. This is not going to be anywhere close to being a total wipeout. Yeah, so many of these goblins are just running away. And we suffered 16% casualties. Alright, not much else I can do. Try your best, cavalry. Let's just try to whittle these numbers down as much as we can. Because the dwarves are so slow, they can't chase anybody. Alright. Alright, try to intercept these guys, cut them off. How did you barely catch any of those goblins? Oh my goodness. Alright, get these guys over here too then, I guess. Alright, come on, one more. There we go. 13% losses, so we lost a little over 200 troops. But the goblins got away with like 1,100. Alright, well, that'll keep the goblins back for now. Send you guys back in here.
Aye, Lord. Aye. Aye, Lord.
Actually, yeah, just put the whole army in there.
Aye.
And then move as many of these guys
Thy king.
back onto East Khazad as we can. Alright, I'll save it as this. Yeah, it's gonna be a while before we can really... Oh, maybe we can get some troops retrained now. That's amazing. At least give us a little bit of a break here. We desperately need more troops.
Aye, sire. Aye, Lord. Aye, sire.
Man, that Edward Llewellyn music from Lord of the Rings... Oh, Lotro, Lord of the Rings Online is so nostalgic. Yeah, it's been a while since I played Lotro. But weirdly enough, I think Lotro definitely has one of the best... Actually, I could argue probably the best original score for a Lord of the Rings game. And I love how the mods for Third Age Total War have incorporated a lot of the pieces from Lotro. At first, I was like wondering, where is that coming from? Where's that score from? And then I realized, oh yeah, it's Lord of the Rings Online. Alright, culture should be doing better. 29%, that's getting better. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with all this next stream. Because right now, I definitely don't feel like our hold over Khazad is very strong. I mean, our numbers are dwindling. We need reinforcements badly. I think I've already checked this, right? Yeah, I'm trying to get more of my troops retrained here. Trying to get them back up to full strength as much as possible. I would agree the Battle of Middle-earth games are a close second, but Lotro being a MMO has a much larger library. Yeah, because the Battle of Middle-earth games, though, I believe those are just strictly from the movies. Obviously, the movies have an amazing score, don't get me wrong, but in terms of a Lord of the Rings game that has anything close to its own original score, or maybe something that's like mostly inspired by the movies, Lotro's got it hands down. Alright, why is Odin the governor here? I don't like that. Odin, you're not as good of a governor as this guy, so I need you to skedaddle. Yeah, see, he's the better one. He gets me more money. Okay, so next here, we can go for mining network, which would get us a significant boost in our income from mining, but that's going to take a long time, 10 turns. Archery range might be best because we could use a lot more range units. Plus, it won't be that much longer before our culture reaches 50%. Then we get the Legion crossbows, and these guys are an amazing unit. I mean, it's pretty crazy how we can get access to these guys so early. Missile attack of 10, total defense of 25, armor of 16. Yeah, they're going to be tanks on the battlefield. And the Hethaglier Beast Hunters aren't too bad, just that they're not great in melee, of course. That's the case for most archers. I might do this instead, because it'll only take 5 turns to build this. The guard barracks will take 7. And with the guard barracks, we won't be able to take advantage of any of these guys for a while. Culture needs to be at 50%. But these are some amazing tier 2 units. I mean, just a full stack army of these guys alone will be more than enough to deal with the Uruk-hai on the battlefield. They're more than a match for most Uruk-hai, so very impressive tier 2. And then Khazad West over here, still building that smoking house. Hopefully I can get another spy recruited once I build that. That would be nice. And I've been in Bree for a while. Am I supposed to do something, anything else here? I'm not sure. Alright, I'm going to continue heading up north. Actually, you know what? I might just have you head into the Woodland Realm. That way we can check on the Bjornings over here. Talk to the Woodland Elves. There are some scores unique to BFME games which are in this mod. I'll point one out when I hear it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm not going to be on that much longer. Maybe like another minute or two, because I do need to run some errands today. Gotta go to the post office and get to the bookstore.
Greetings, most.
Something to investigate. They shall not see me, sire. Moving quietly.
Okay. Go ahead and save it like this. I think I'll do one more turn. The only problem with Cause of Doom this early in the game is it's kind of a struggle to get more troops, which we desperately need. Because the goblins are going to keep hammering us with more and more attacks, so we have to go through that difficult phase. But if at some point we can finally start building an army again on our own, I know we can sally forth and take the fight to the goblins, instead of them just bludgeoning us with attack after attack. Fey Nobel. Way down there? Well, I ain't getting that ring. Yeah, money's doing great there. I just need to buy some... I just need to recruit some troops, desperately. Oh my goodness. I could hire some mercenaries, a lot of mercenaries. But no one nearby.
Aye, my liege.
What if I send Balin out, maybe? No. Got my hopes up there. Damn it.
In your name, sire.
Alright, building that tower will help us a little bit.
Vigilant watchman. My king.
Yeah, the goblins have a huge army right there. That's making me nervous. We train these guys, I guess.
Aye, my liege.
Oh, I get some mercenaries. Thank God. Yes, I'll take the sellswords. Anything I can.
My king. In your name.
Alright, head back home then. The sellswords will be quite an addition to our forces. We need these guys. Because we're kind of running low on shock troops, unfortunately.
At your service. They shall not see me, sire.
Yeah, and I don't like that the elves lost this region and they can't take it back. Because it means I'm just going to have to march out and deal with them at some point. That's fine, there's only a few. I think the dwarven races have at least 2. Yeah, let me see here. Did I already do that? Okay.
Aye, my lord. Of course, sire.
Alright, I already moved you, right? Oh no, you can move again. Let's get you over here.
Aye, sire.
You talk to the elves real quick. There we go.
'Tis good to see you, my friend. How can we help?
Alright, so, Woodland Elves. How about map information for 500, huh?
I must say, you're not.
Of course you're not. Of course you're not convinced. Alright, this is the last one, I promise. Last turn. What do you barbarians want? Nasty Dunlendings. Yeah, the goblins are just insanely strong.
Yes, sire.
Dear friends, what can we do for you today?
Okay, how about 300? Come on. Map info for 300.
Possibly a mistake. Farewell then.
Alright, there we go. And then I'll have you head up over to Dale and Erebor. We can sell some more map info there. I'm going to get another spy going, because what I'm going to do is get 2 spies in this area.
Something to investigate. Moving quietly.
Now, I think at some point, there might be some sort of scripted event where we get a goblin army heading towards East Khazad-dûm. That is a possibility, so I'm nervous about that. But we definitely need to build military infrastructure, because income-wise, we're doing good for now, but I need to get some proper structures to train troops. I know the ballista maker could be useful, so I think I'll go for that. Practice range doesn't really get me a whole lot. I mean, I know it's better than nothing, but Dwarven Travelers, especially since culture is at 20% now. It's getting there. Or I'm going to keep venturing out and find some more mercenaries if I can. Nope, no one there. Alright, and no one there either. Okay. We're going to have you head back to East Khazad because I need you to boost this culture up to 50%. 2 spies will make this a heck of a lot faster. We'll get the archery range done here. Then after that, we're going to move on to the guard barracks. So, let me see. Remnants of Agmar. Well, it's not like I really want to talk to them right now anyways. Oh, let me check my missions panel. Was I supposed to do something else? No, I guess not. Okay, so I've been there for way too long. I didn't need to be there for so long. I think we're going to head westwards, see if we can talk to Edith Lewin at some point. That would be cool. Eric, love your new camera setup. I would recommend shifting the camera or mic location slightly so we can see more of your face and less the mic. Well, that's the reason why I have the mic the way it is, Frank. I don't like the way half my face looks, so I'm just self-conscious about my face. You can at least see my eyes. That's good enough. Alright, hopefully the elves and the Dunedain will keep the goblins busy for a little bit longer. I'll receive a reward of 750 if I speak with Agmar. But again, I don't want to. Yeah, they're building a huge army. They're going to be coming back to take this place. I know they are. I need to get every spare soldier I can in that area. 2 more turns until that's done. 4 more until the ballista maker's done. Well, they're going to be attacking long before any of that's done. 39%. Okay, not bad. Getting there. Got 2 spies in here now, so that's going to help increase culture a lot faster. Owen, you're going to go back to Khazad West. I decree we need your presence there, just in case. Because his bodyguard's pretty darn good. Not as strong as Balin, but actually, I might have them switch places. Yeah, let me see what it looks like if you switch places here, and Balin takes over Khazad West. Oh, we actually make a little bit more money. That's good. I'd rather have Balin's bodyguard, because he's way stronger. Alright, let's increase taxes again. That way we got close to 4,000 coming in per turn. Alright, last turn here. I know I keep saying that, but I'm just curious to see what those goblins are going to do. I just hope they won't attack until I can start training some more troops. Yeah, we got more than enough money. Let's build that. You just keep heading west. Oh, I can speak to Edith Lewin right here. That's good. Alright, so we're both dwarves. We both love gold and diamonds and mithril and mining, so this should be easy. No, come on. I'm so tired of this hard to get nonsense.
Always happy to deal with you, trusted friends.
Okay, come on. 400 for map info.
Possibly a mistake.
There we go, see? Jeez, what happened to Erebor over here? Are they about to lose a Lonely Mountain? My goodness, why is the early game so bad for a lot of my allies? You better come back over here and deal with him. Yeah, because it's going to be a while before my war machine is ready to go. Like, we're barely able to hold on to Khazad as it is. It's going to be quite a while before I can help you fight Gundabad, that's for sure. Actually, no, I can't get these guys retrained, unfortunately. culture should now be in a better place. 47%, that's amazing. Okay, so we'll get this done by next turn. We'll move on to the guard barracks. And then let's kind of check our... Yeah, the archery range, that's the most advanced one we can get. The barracks... We need a miner's hall. Actually, a great miner's hall to build this. But if we get the army barracks, this pretty much gives us access to all the units we can get, including the Mithril Guard. So the Mithril Guard are going to be... I imagine these guys are going to be pretty much unstoppable. I mean, their armor is adorned with Mithril. They have a total armor of 24, defense of 37. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing these guys in action. Got the First Legion over here. Of course, it's great to have pikemen again. So if I can get these pike units for sure, I know we're going to be able to hold Khazad-dûm indefinitely. We can get the Khazad-dûm Reclaimers. Khazad-dûm Guardians. Legion Deeping Guard. Like, the list of shock troops we get as Khazad-dûm is just insane. And that's how it should be. Legion Hammer Guard, Deeping Guard, Guardians... Even the Reclaimers count as kind of a category of shock troops. Mithril Guard, First Legion, Sons of the Fallen, one of my favorite Dwarven units. I love these guys. Especially because of their design. But to get a great Miner's Hall... Oh, I can build that after I'm done with the Guard Barracks. So yeah, that's looking great so far. Alright, can I hire any more mercenaries, please? Owen, do some recruitment, see who we can find. Ah, yes, bandits, I'll take you. I'll take whatever I can. I don't care if we have to hire bandits. I will take whatever I can. Khazâd 30. Okay. Alright, we'll do a backup save here. Alright then. Okay, guys, well, this is where I need to call it for the day. Pretty happy with where this is going in the campaign. This is already a far, far better place with the Khazad-dûm campaign than where it was last stream. So, we had to lose a lot of dwarves, reclaiming all of Khazad-dûm, but at least we got the job done. We're not heavily in debt, so we're not falling behind in the timeline. And we're progressing pretty nicely economically and with our infrastructure. So the only question now is, can we push the fight up against the goblins, and basically how soon can we? And Martin, thank you again for watching. Always a pleasure. Frank, thanks for supporting my stream as usual. If you guys are still watching, check out What the Frank. He plays a lot of great games. Wonderful personality. He loves Smite 2, plays some Fortnite occasionally, and he's also into a bunch of other games too, including, I think Chivalry 2 he's playing as well. So definitely check out his channel, give him a follow. Great to have you guys on here. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening, wherever you are.